So September 7th, 2018, Mac Miller passes away. When did you meet Mac? It was from the Rhyme Calisthenics, right?
Yeah, I met Mac way back during the Rhyme Calisthenics days. He was young, dude. He would jump in the competition. He was really good. And there was something that stuck out to me that will always stick out to me about Mac is he was studious, bro. He was a sponge. And in such a standoff thing like rap and battle rap, where everyone needs to show that they're doper, I'll never forget there's like a little intermission and we go out and he's in the Rhyme Cal competition. He was a threat. And he said, how you freestyle like that? And I remember a split second, I was like, is this young dude fucking with me or something? Like, cause it's just not a thing that you genuinely, I was like, what you mean? He was like, how do you freestyle like that? Like, it's really good, dude. Like, how do you do that? And I remember the look in his eyes, like he really wanted to know. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And I'm like, all right, well, yeah. So what you do is blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I felt like, all right, I'm kicking some knowledge. This is dope. And that explains why as Mac goes on with his music, why it changes, because he was just a sponge, man. Like he loved music. He loved whatever made you good. He wanted to know how you did that. And is that something that he could add to his repertoire? And that was something I didn't learn how to do fully until I was in my mid-30s and he was 17. You know what I mean? So it could have been fucking Metallica or whoever the fuck, James Hetfield or Anthony Kiedis. How do you do that little rhythm thing that he would have picked something up from anyone. And so with me, and so he started because Wiz was blown up. They were pushing Mac, and Mac just showed so much love to me all the time. He'd be on Twitter like, yo, Real Deal is the fucking best. He's like, Real Deal's the best battle rapper in the world. He was showing me all this love, and he didn't owe me shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the thing that I still look at as an adult. Like, cause we're always like somebody shows love. We're tend sometimes to be like, what do they want? What are you gonna get out of this? And he just showed love, bro. And again, the shit was Rob Marksman. Then he was trying to look out for me with like Artie at one point in time. And I would send him my battles. He'd show them to everyone like at Rostrum and shit. And so, yeah, man, he was the fucking man. And like him dying was just like fucking, whoa, man, like just a fucking gut punch, dude. You know what I mean?
Did you know what he was struggling with?
I had heard, you know what I mean? I know that he was out in LA, I want to say maybe, and he had moved back because of struggling with some things, substance wise, but I didn't dive too much. I guess I assumed that some of it was part of the party kid personality. Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't realize the depressing side of it until like I guess his music started to shift. But then again, he was such a creative dude that I don't know if he's just telling a story or if he's fucking reaching out or whatever. And so that was really fucking that sucked, man. That was fucking tough. Like, and those guys, that's the thing that people don't understand. I just saw a lot of the people. I just went to ID Labs where him and Wiz record a lot and whatever. And saw a lot of those guys, and every time I see those guys, like they're still recording and doing. They all came up together. His producers, and they're still making music. And I just like honestly, like Mac was my man, but they were like close with Mac. And so I just can't even imagine like the toll it took on them. You know what I mean? I just feel, yeah, but I mean, and it's not a silver lining, but to see how much love he got since then. And people always say, like, when someone passes away, they always get more like, people recognize his skill set. They recognize how dope he was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not like, some wild like people. He is a musician, and his Tiny Desk came out after that. And he really was a voice for maybe I don't wanna say the generation right now, but maybe yeah, maybe, because my homie's, niece, it was like every song he spoke directly to her, and she was fucking devastated when he passed, so
It's so sad, bro, because it's like, man, like he was so talented, right? He passed away at 26 years old, you know? And you think
yeah,
about where were you at 26 and what have you been able to accomplish since then in your life,
right,
right? There's so much
100%,
more
bro.
in your life that you could do. And I can't believe it's been 8 years already since he's been gone, right?
Right.
And I'm sure you probably have moments like where you like, not just with him, but anybody that you lose, like, man, I wonder what they would be doing right now if they were still here. Or, hey, like I want them to see this right now or hear their thoughts about this, or like
Yeah,
and it's so sad, like that.
yeah, because at 26, like, at 18, I was a fucking idiot. At 26, I was a semi-smarter fucking idiot. 32, I was 33, I was just dropping the idiot label a little bit. And now I'm 40, I might still be kind of an idiot, but compared to 26-year-old me, I have my shit together. And so it just seems it was one, you know, I don't know how to describe the
Not
Mac
all of us
Miller
get that
situation.
chance to get it together.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, and shit, man, I did some fucking idiot stuff, like, there was times I fucking, had too many drinks and drove, like, not crazy places, but all it takes is one fucking time, and now I got a 20-year-old son, so that's something I think about, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't again, with Mac, like, obviously he had some substance issues, but it wasn't he was self-destructive, he wasn't out there hurting people, and, the hope would have been that he would have, turned it around or, and he didn't you're right, he doesn't have that chance now. What lives on is his legacy and, um, his music and, his contributions.
The sad thing too, though, is that like he was such a cool guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't see like how anyone could like dislike him. Like he just seemed like such a cool vibes, like nice guy. Like,
Such a solid dude, bro. Like I said, I would never pretend that me and Mac Miller, like, hung out every day, and I say that to say, I would just get a random tweet, I'd have, like, fucking 1,000 notifications or whatever, maybe not 1,000, I have fucking what happened? And I'd see Mac Miller mentioning the same shit as me. And it'd be like, real deal's so dope, bro. I'm just watching him cook people on this studio time or something. And then all these comments like, Mac, you're the greatest, Mac. And I'm like, this dude took a fucking second out of his day, didn't owe me shit.
and
You know what I mean?
a lot of people in this industry when they get to a certain status too, they like, who are you again? Like, I don't even remember you. Like,
Of course,
but
bro.
obviously you struck a chord with him in that moment where you were willing to explain to him, like, oh, this is how you freestyle or whatever. Like, you could have been like, get out of here, little kid, you know what I mean, or whatever, right?
I
But
mean,
you
I was just so on guard. Like, I mean, and again, Mac could freestyle. I didn't show Mac how to freestyle it. I showed him, and again, he didn't even freestyle like this. So I don't want to like but my freestyle is very ignorant, enunciating. Just wait till the punch. Like, don't worry about the setup. This punch, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna. And so I guess that's what he was asking about more so, And again, the fact that he was doing this at 16, 17, he was trying to sponge, he was trying to learn. When I was out here at, 24, being like, yo, that dude's not as lyrical. I'm about to rip some shit. Like, it just shows like and so now in my last couple projects, I think of Mac very often and I think of like, this is kind of a risk. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking Mac would have went with it, or Mac would have like took a second to think how this could be done and maybe, talk to somebody that does that kind of lane, shit like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, but to the point was just like he did things he didn't have to do, like mention your name so many years after and show you love like that. You know what I mean? Because obviously, from a popularity standpoint, in the mainstream music, he reached a level where it was like most of his fans don't know Real Deal. They're probably not watching
Right.
battle rap or whatever, right?
For
You know,
sure.
but like he's like genuinely doing this and not expecting anything in return. But like you said, like this industry or life in general sometimes teaches you like what is somebody's intentions really? Like what do they want?
Mm,
And sometimes,
mhm.
you know, there are genuine people that don't want anything but to see you do well or to just spread that love, man.
Right. Yep. Yep. I'll always be indebted to him for it, man.
Well, rest in peace to Mac Miller, man.
Facts.